Once again, I happen to be doing some kind of work on a Dell PowerVault 122T. It's an LTL loader, those tape libraries. So let me just show you what you do or things you should not do, even if something there's wrong or something got stuck. So here we go. Obviously, this is where the power button to start up. So let's start up. You see? Did you hear that? So you could see there's an error code A1. There's a problem. And you can see that error message. So it did not go. So what we can do is you come over here. I already removed those screws here, there, as well also in the back. This one. And what you need to do is first, but I'm gonna leave it on just to show you some idea. Anytime you open up this, you're gonna make sure you remove the power. But since I've been working on these things for a long period of time, I just wanna show you how it looks inside and what happens when it jams. Okay, so let's do that. You go this way. Remove the cover. And what happened, that error message, it is most likely one of these cartridges got stuck. Or the holes thing. How you know that? You just go like this to them, see how it moves freely? And it seemed to be this thing, it's not correct. See how this thing all move freely? Look, it's loose. Look, not that one. That one, there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem with it. So let's do that. So this one happened to be given out the error code because each one, it has to be on a rail. See these railing right here? And if any of these things, they come off or skip, they're gonna give out that error. So this has happened to be a problem. Look, how you know that? Look how tough. See how it has to be this way. So this one was like this. Like this. So what you can do is just let it sit. Now, if there is any of these tapes got stuck and you need to remove them, see how what you can do is, let me give you an example. Let's say you take this one right here. You see where that spring? With that spring, it goes like this. You lift this thing up a little bit. And with that, you go like this, look. And you pop the tape out. So if I'm doing it with one hand, and I could do this, and I could get the tape out. Look how I get the tape out. Look. Okay? So this is the one that will release the tape. So I'm just gonna hold it like this, and then I could just pull it out. Let me put the camera down so we can do it correctly. There we go. There we go, see? Now you can put it back in. Just lift this handle, but don't break it. And make sure it sits nicely. Now, you put this back on, the cover. Actually, let me leave it on. Let me leave it on. I want to show you how it looks. So now you know the tricks of the trade. Sometimes you get an error message. These things, sometimes they come off. You make sure it sits nicely. You want to get the tape out. Now you know how to get the tape out. All right? All right, that's about it. It's really simple. Again, see how? And the way to do it, obviously, let me just show you again. If you take this one out like that, This thing here, this one, it needs to sit over here on that one. Here. So, and those white wheels, they gotta go right here. So the way you do it, you take this one and we're gonna hook it up right here. So I'm gonna hook up right here, line it up. And I'm gonna just push it right in, and I did. Now, it may be like that loose, but now you gotta line it up on the railing. This is the railing. You see it? How you know it's good? Look. It's all good now. So we're gonna put the cover back on. Actually, I don't wanna put the cover on. I wanna see how it looks. So you could see it as well. And we're gonna put okay, so what we're gonna do is, see tape ejected, we already ejected the tape earlier, remember? So what I wanna do is just turn off, and I'm gonna restart it. Here we go. Remember, it was an error before. See how it's moved? Okay. Okay, there's another one stuck, A0. So there is something stuck. All right, this is again, it's good. This is good. Again, this is the problem. See? Did not sit nicely. So again, I have to put it right there. Okay. Gonna do it again. I wanna watch that thing and get stuck. See how they move? If it senses any of these things get stuck, it's gonna give out an error message. Okay, so far so good, see? It's scanning. It means it's not detected this time. This time I put it correctly. See how it's going through slots, slot 5, slot 6, and so on. Slot 7, okay, that's good. 8. 1, and it says drive empty. Now what I want to do is, I want to do a little testing. It may find something wrong, but I want to show you how it's being done anyway. So what you can do is you go over here, click next, 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 till you get to diagnostics, and you press enter. System tests, yes. So it's going to go through the testing. So it says here, drive unloading, cycle 0. Okay, this is a success. It took it out, that's good. Okay, so we got an error message. I think I should do it this way because you can't see it. There it goes. So error BA, that means there's something wrong with this thing, with the tape loader. You got it? So you can see there is an error 94. 94, let me see if I can do that again. Remember the first time we fixed up these things, they could be off. If this is like off like this and it gets stuck, it will give out an error. As well, if the tape is stuck, I showed you how to get the tape out. Now it's giving out a different error. Basically, what this error means, this tape is stuck in the loader. The best way, as I showed you earlier, the best way, the safest way is to turn this thing off. And when you turn it off, you take the cover off, you unplug it, and then you can take the tape out. I'm gonna show you how to take the tape out. Just move this thing out a little bit, like this, okay? And pull the tape out. See it? It simply got stuck. That means this thing needs a replacement. Most likely if it keeps doing this. All right, so this is what this error message, it's given out 94. It may give you a different kind of error, but that's what it is right now at the moment. All right, I hope that helps you guys out. Let me see what I can do right now. The next thing what I want to do is to turn this thing off, basically. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So we're gonna turn it off. We got the tape out. If any of these things not on the rail, just make sure it sits nicely like that. See, I showed you earlier. So I turned it off, right? So what I would do is, since I took this thing back, I turn it back on. And just wait. Okay, A1. A1 means there is something stuck, like I showed you earlier. So the best way to do it, you come over here, there is about 8 of them. So you got 3, 6, 8. So one of these things, it got stuck or off the railing. So you gotta check it, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna turn it off again. Unplug it from here to be on the safe side, and I'm gonna check each one. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, this is good. This is good. You're gonna make sure it moves freely. Let me see the other one. There's definitely a problem with this. See how it's not moving, but it needs to move, and it's not because this is in the way. Let's turn it back on. Definitely has a hardware problem. I fixed up 2 of them, but there is one thing, this autoloader needs to be replaced, but I'm not gonna be able to do it now. See how it's doing now, the testing? I freed it before it stopped, remember? So now it's going. So now it's going through its scanning slot 1, slot 2. Before it got stuck, you saw how I fixed it? I turned it off completely. Questions, comments? This is Dell PowerVault 122. It's an older system, but it's good to know in case you have or you know someone. All right, so it finished. Now I want to show you something what I can do. You come over here, you click next. It says commands, next, information, next, configuration, next, diagnostic, press enter. And it's gonna go through system tests. I'm gonna say yes, enter. Watch this. Oh, okay, it took it. That's good. I thought it was gonna get stuck. All right, enjoy the show, guys. It's still gonna take some time. So you can see there is a code error, BA. So a code BA could be a tape hardware failure or whatsoever. But what we're gonna do is to see if we can be able to reset that password just to be on the safe side, or it could be the tape is dirty. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go config, diagnose command information. Config reset. I'm gonna say yes. So I want to do reset tape, yes. So it's gonna do the reset now. Waiting for tape drive. So basically this thing, the way that caused that error is right here. See how it should have popped it out and it didn't? Well, let's see. Maybe it will reset it. Let's just wait. Okay. And even I did see this tape is definitely, so what I would do, I mean, I already have the cover off. The tape is not popping out, see? So what I would do is just push those two fingers out, pop this thing out, and bring it back in. All right? Let's see what I can do now. I'm gonna say, let me try to reset it again. I'm gonna say yes, config, yes, reset, yes. Waiting for tape drive, okay? And there's doing the tape reset. Let's see what happened. So it's going through the slot 1, 2, 3, 4. These are called slots where each tape is in it. 6. There are 8 of them. 7, 8. Okay, drive empty. Ta ta ta. Okay, obviously there's nothing in there. And I don't see the issue, but I want to go one more time. Let's see if we get the same error or not. I'm gonna go next, command, info, config. Let's go diagnostics, yes, system. I noticed something to do with this tape, blue one. It makes that noise. I don't have a different one, so what I would do next time, I want to just take it out or replace it with another one, because it seems to be causing the problem. Okay, so again, the error came back and it seemed to be always in the same tape. So it's gonna be dirty or something wrong with that. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna wait on it. Yeah, I gotta be patient with this kind of job. So I hope guys helps you out. Don't forget to be a perk member. So this is really an extra for you guys that I can show you hands-on, as well as you get the expertise, the knowledge, and you're going through the diagnostics. So we went through a couple of error messages, and what else? How to diagnose or troubleshoot why sometimes it's these things, the slot's not moving. We turn out to be that if they're off the rail, they will give out or an error message. And here we go, 94. The reason it's giving out that error message is because of this. It got stuck or did not move, see? All right, let's see. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna move it again like that, like I did the last time, and pull this one out, see? And what I would do is, if you try to go this way, information, configuration, yes, reset, yes, and waiting for the drive. Now I show you how to do reset, how to get the tape out. You see it? See how it's making that noise because of it? A1, it's more of a hardware. This one, and the tape library. Again, I'm gonna go next, command, info, config, yes, reset again. Waiting for tape, drive. So it says here now, drive empty, it's all good. So what I want to do is I want to remove this tape. Now I want to just show you how it's being done. If you lift this one off like that, again, where that little spring, there's underneath, there's like a lip. You just lift it like that, push the tape out, get the tape out. And there, with this, make sure it's staying on the railing, it's good. Okay, let's do it again. Do another testing. I'm gonna go next, command, info, config, diagnostic. I'm gonna say system, yes. Now it's gonna do it through the testing. Remember, I took this thing out. The one that gives us a hard time. Let's see if the tape loader or is the tape itself. Okay, so this error message once again seems to be it's a tape hardware failure. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do a good reset. I'm gonna just turn it off. I'm gonna put this tape back on. Obviously, I don't have this thing set up, but I'm gonna do it this way at the moment. Right here. Okay, so let's turn it off, give it a good, and then we're gonna turn it back on. Just gonna give it a nice good reset, and that's about it. If it comes back again, this tape drive, we're gonna have it replaced, but I'm not gonna replace it now. The reason is I don't have another one, so we gotta get another model. This one, it seems to be, believe it or not, this is a Dell tape library, but the tape loader, believe it or not, I'm surprised. It is an HP. Holy macaroni, you go figure. You go figure. So it's model C7369-00840. All right, maybe that explains it. I hope that helps you guys out. Make sure, once again, be a perk member. Help me out. Subscribe, like, share. Once again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you all. And let's put everything back on and shut it down. Okay, we're gonna start it again. So I wait about a minute, and I'm gonna call it for the day. So the other message, once again, we're gonna replace that tape loader if it keeps coming back again, and we should be good. I just gotta let the customer know. And it is A0, same thing. We need to change this thing. See, there's, just to make sure. Make sure these things are freely moving, because this seems to be got stuck. See, I gotta make sure they're aligned. Okay. Okay. Turn it off again. Start up again. I think that was off the railing. That's why. Yep. There we go. As long as they turn around in a circle, then I'm good for now. Yep. That's how you know before you leave it. So you're good. You see? Okay, so we're gonna do it one more time just to be on the safe side. We got a tape got stuck, or the magazine, the slot, if it got stuck, I need to make sure it's free, no obstruction, and it's not off the rail right here in the groove. Okay. We're good. All right, thanks everyone. Have a good day.